phoenix hurtled through the air, and then a miracle. Odysseus' wings appeared on her back.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 best open-world PS5 games. For this list, we'll be looking at the cream of the crop open-world titles that you can experience right now on your shiny PlayStation 5. Be sure to open up the large explorable map of the comment section and pinpoint your own comment, sharing which PS5 open-world game you think is the very best. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Cyberpunk 2077.
Looks like it's my lucky day.
What do you want?
To settle our biz, once and for all.
It's truly been a roller coaster of a ride for Cyberpunk 2077. From the botched launch of the game, to the myriad bugs, glitches, and broken game states, all the way to the PS5 next-gen updates, this game is brimming with highs and lows. No matter how you personally feel about the game and how it was handled, it's hard to deny that it's a great open world to explore and live out your cybernetic fantasies in. If for some reason you aren't aware of this game, it's a heavy-duty action RPG from CD Projekt Red, one taking place in Night City. The city is overrun with corporations that seek to control every aspect of life, from the city's streets to inhabitants' augmentations. There's a meaty world to get lost in and plenty of stellar quests. Plus, the game famously has Keanu Reeves playing as Johnny Silverhand, which is pretty darn awesome.
You know you don't gotta speak out loud to talk to me.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Are you looking to get lost in a gargantuan open world? One brimming with lush beauty, arid landscapes, castles, villages, and oodles upon oodles of secrets and legends? Well, if so, then Assassin's Creed Valhalla is the open world game for you. You step into the Viking role of Eivor, a playable male or female character who must leave the Nordic lands in search of making a new home and clan in England. Along the way, Eivor meets up with others who teach him about the Assassin's Brotherhood and the nefarious Templar Order. Valhalla is a game that wants you to take your time, especially given how much is going on at any given moment. From lengthy, narrative-rich main quests to mythical side quests to discovering powerful weapons and armor, there's always something new to do around every beautiful corner. Being able to tackle combat scenarios with stealthy assassinations or palpable meaty combat means the game can be tailored to your liking.
Perhaps, perhaps not. I do not presume to know a man's heart in so brief a meeting.
Diablo IV. The sheer pedigree of Blizzard when it comes to the Diablo series really can't be understated. This uber long-running isometric dungeon crawler action RPG series has managed to stick around for decades, even with some serious missteps. Yes, I'm very much looking at you, Diablo Immortal. 2023's Diablo IV is a remarkable step in the right direction for the massive-scale open-world RPG. This is one heck of a high-caliber game that will keep you immersed and hooked for the long haul as you explore the dark, moody, spooky, and foreboding world of Sanctuary and its many offshoots. You can once again play as a wide variety of character classes, such as the Barbarian, the Sorcerer, the Rogue, and more. While the game is broken up into zones, its scope and scale ensures it falls into the open world realm. There's just so much to do and explore in Diablo 4, and it never gets old taking on new quests, donning some new gear, discovering a creepy secret or two in-world, and taking on terrifying bosses across the game's chunky narrative. Street Fighter 6. So, I don't know about you, but when I first heard that the fighting game juggernaut Street Fighter was moving to an open world, I was naturally perplexed. Fortunately, those thoughts quickly abated since the game's 6th mainline outing is downright incredible, with the open world lifting up an already fantastic fighting game model. Sure, the various open world areas might seem goofy, cartoony, uncanny, and certainly offbeat. However, you can't deny that being able to wander around, walk up to a character to engage in a fight, and then have an excited crowd gather around isn't superb fun. The level of creativity and customization in Street Fighter VI is staggering. Apart from decking out your avatar with all sorts of cosmetic goodies, you can also unlock special skills, arts, and moves, as well as pummeling opponents with easier to use combos and actions. The open world here is brimming with hilarity and charm, but even if you just want to battle, the fights are just as kinetic and enjoyable as ever. Hogwarts Legacy.
And here we are.
Good golly, Hogwarts Legacy is a truly magical and spectacular game. If you want to see the epitome of a truly detailed, thriving, robust, and lived-in open world, then look no further than this game. Both Potter fans and non-Potter fans have so much to enjoy with Hogwarts Legacy. The game has a truly grand story about wizard kind and goblins, the plot of Ranrock, Rookwood, and Harlow, and the life of a brand new 5th-year student at the renowned magical school for witches and wizards. Getting to explore the likes of Hogwarts Castle, Hogsmeade Village, the Black Lake, and the undeniably cozy, quaint, and bucolic countryside is nothing short of extraordinary. And if all of that open world stuff wasn't enough, the game totes some amazing and stunning magical combat with a wide array of devastating spells, plants, and potions to utilize at any given time, on top of the uber powerful ancient magic. Whether you are exploring the magical open world via your broom, diving headfirst into the plethora of exciting quest lines, or tinkering with your own personal room of requirement, you can feel every ounce of love and passion that was poured into this mesmerizing game.
Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Look, I don't know if I'm ready to fly solo. I screwed up today big time with the helicopter.
But then you delivered big time. You saved my bacon, Miles.
Following up from the masterful Marvel Spider-Man, this second outing sees our titular web-slinging hero venture through the snow-covered, Christmas-themed streets of New York City. After being mentored by Peter Parker, Miles Morales must now helm the role of Spider-Man in and around Manhattan, Brooklyn, Harlem, and other areas. While the open world gameplay here remains pretty unchanged from its predecessor, Miles can perform a new suite of moves and powers in tangent with some awesome new costumes. Apart from the stellar web swinging that still remains incredibly intoxicating, it's the new Spider-Man app that Miles can still utilize to track crimes around the city. Featuring a palpable emotional story, tons of new and returning villains to take down, and even some simpler gameplay moments where you play as Miles minus his Spider-Man getup, the game is a real treat to experience.
You call Spider-Man often? Like for help?
Didn't really have a way to get in touch to this app thing.
Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers.
Sony sure has a penchant for upping the ante when it comes to their sequels. Sure, Zero Dawn was phenomenal, but Forbidden West is on a whole other level when it comes to open world design, gameplay variety, and visual/auditory fidelity. Once again, we step into the role of Aloy, who must venture across a western United States region, one brimming with utter beauty, stellar vistas, and, of course, ravaging machines. Aloy is on a momentous journey to reboot Gaia, but doing so will continue to prove challenging for her. In a sense, Forbidden West is simply more of the same open world goodness that was seen in Zero Dawn, but everything is ratcheted up to 11. Quests are robust and narrative heavy, the robo-dinos and animals are still just as ferocious and fun to take down, and the characters you encounter are more memorable than ever. Plus, the Burning Shores DLC adds a whole new level and layer of fun to the experience. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Jin Sakai is one heck of a badass protagonist, and you will feel like one too as you play through Sucker Punch's open world masterpiece. Taking place in Japan, you must ward off the Mongol invasion, specifically in regards to the island of Tsushima. As a samurai, Jin must venture across the downright stunning landscapes, seeking answers and helping the inhabitants along the way. The first time you see the wind blowing through a verdant field of flowers as the sun rises in the pastel sky is a moment you won't soon forget in video games. The thrill of exploration in this game is just second to none. Well, that and of course the stance-based katana combat that will truly test your mettle. While stealth is always an option in the game, it's the melee samurai battles that help this game stand out from other open world titles. Plus, the 2021 Director's Cut version added a whole bunch of new features to an already packed game, including dynamic 4K resolutions, full Japanese lip sync, 3D audio, and more. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
So you might be thinking, how in tarnation does a 2015 game make the cut for the best PS5 open world games? Well, I mean, first off, it's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Need I say more? Secondly, a 2022 complete edition was released that made the PS5 version the definitive version, with increased performance and fidelity across the board. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt likely leads little to no introduction at this point in time, given that it's often revered as one of the very best action RPGs and open world games of all time. Step into the monster hunting role of Geralt of Rivia as he traverses a Slavic-inspired fantasy world, hoping to find his adopted daughter, Ciri. And, as you might have guessed, taking on all manner of hideous beasts, monsters, and aberrations alike. There are so many reasons why this is one of the best open world games on PS5, but it mostly comes down to impeccable writing and quest design, a meticulously curated and crafted world, and a suite of gameplay options that always gives you something to do. Elden Ring. The combination of From Software's intricately designed gameplay and environmental storytelling, along with George R.R. Martin's rich narrative prowess, is a match made in heaven, with Elden Ring being the proof of that pudding. Elden Ring managed to breeze past its initial 2022 release zeitgeist to become one of those games that seemingly everyone has at least tried once. Receiving near universal acclaim for its gorgeously realized dark fantasy world, utterly punishing yet still somehow accessible gameplay, numerous character builds, freeform exploration, and more, this game is a true showcase of why open world games are just so darn popular. Eschewing traditional waypoints, markers, and guidance in favor of a more organic approach to world building, players are encouraged to find their own path forward, with each death in the game teaching you something new, not unlike other Soulsborne games. There's a palpable sense of awe and mystery in the world of Elden Ring that is unmatched on the PS5 for those up to the challenge. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.